Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the M&M podcast. This is your host, Manasi.
And this is Mehr.
Joe Biden has become the first president of the United States to officially recognize the second Monday of October as Indigenous Peoples Day instead of its original name of Columbus Day, a step forward in terms of recognition of the struggle of Indigenous peoples. But is it enough? And that is the topic of this week's episode of Just the Facts.
People have celebrated Columbus Day for years, commemorating the, quote, legacy of the man. This legacy, as historians say, is of colonization and violence. Because although we are honoring Columbus for, quote, discovering America, the true discoverers are the people who were here first, the Indigenous people.
Biden's proclamation signifies a formal adoption of a day that a growing number of states and cities have come to acknowledge. Last week, Boston joined Arizona, Oregon, Texas, Louisiana, Washington, D.C., and several other states in dedicating a second Monday in October to Indigenous Peoples Day. Native Americans have borne the brunt of the work to make it happen.
Many state and local governments have gone a step further. More than a dozen states and well over 100 cities celebrate the day, with many of them having altogether dropped the holiday honoring Columbus to replace it with Indigenous Peoples Day.
Van Huelen, a member of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe from South Dakota, says this day is all about reflection, recognition, celebration, and education.
It can be a day of reflection of our history in the United States, the role Native people have played in it, the impacts that history has had on Native people and communities, and also a day to gain some understanding of the diversity of Indigenous peoples.
Making this day official is a huge step in the right direction, but we need policy. Many Indigenous people live in reservoirs with huge issues like lack of clean access to water, inequality in access to education, and so much more. However, we are hopeful, as the national government is finally taking into account the lives of these natives, and while it can't fix the past, it can make up for it.
And that's all we have for this episode of the M&M podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something new. New episodes come out every Monday. And yeah, until next time, bye for now.